Yo yeah, and hello there, my name is RemusGT and I will show you how to level up your gear in Star Wars The Old Republic with update 7.4 in 2024. I already did a video on the PvP way and this is the Flashpoint way. First of all, you have to get a mission from Hyde and Zeek. These are two Rhodians that are located on the fleet in the supplies area in the lower ring. If you cannot find them, they are probably playing hide and seek. Okay, now let's get back to the guide. Yeah, and you just skip the conversation, press run all the time until you can choose the gear that you want. You may have to scroll down, there you will find the 340 prototype option. At the moment there is a bug which doesn't show 340 prototype and 340 artifact entries properly, so you have to choose the first of the two options without text, because this is the one for the 340 prototype. Basically what we have to do now is get a 340 prototype, a blue item, which we have to deconstruct, and then the quest will complete and we will unlock the vendor, then we can get the modification, etc. The most important thing to consider is the starting gear for this whole farming process, as it will speed up the process if you have a character that's on, for example, 332, 334 or whatever, because you will get gear based on that and you won't have to level up the gear starting from 324. So make sure to choose a character that already has a higher gear. If you like just starting out with the farming, then go to the conquest gear vendor right here and buy a full set of 324 equipment except one relic, because if you have one relic that's like very low, then you will receive a relic as a drop in the next flashpoint, and this will be the item that we will use for the further leveling. What you will do now is queuing for some flashpoints. If you are a relatively new player, I really recommend doing veteran flashpoints. If you have a group of 4 that plays really well together, then you can also do master flashpoints, because they also have a bonus boss which also grants another item and more flashpoint stabilizers which are necessary to upgrade the gear. But in general, I recommend just go and do veteran flashpoints. They take like 5 to 10 minutes. They are very easy. You don't even need a healer, you don't need a tank. What you just need is the currency, the flashpoint stabilizers, because they are needed to level up the gear. You need like 170 for a single upgrade. You can exchange the gear, for example 324 into 326 at this vendor, and then it will automatically replace the item. The next goal is to upgrade it to 328, 330, 32 and so on until you reach 340. But keep in mind, it has to be a blue item. Blue means prototype. Where do you get all the different currencies? So, as I mentioned, you receive the flashpoint stabilizers, the FP1 stabilizers in the flashpoints. Each boss drop gear, which you can also deconstruct and receive further FP1 stabilizers. It really speeds up this whole process. If you deconstruct any unnecessary gear, you really just need to upgrade one prototype item to 340. Just deconstruct everything else that you receive, except it's higher than the one that you are upgrading, so you will then choose this item as a new item. You can also go to the conquest vendor here, where you can exchange conquest commendations into FP1 stabilizers. It takes 400 conquest commendations to get 100 FP1 stabilizers, and I can really recommend that, because it really helps you to level up to 340 much faster. Keep in mind to always take all the weekly quests, because they also grant you a lot of flashpoint stabilizers. Some grant you conquest commendations, which you can then exchange, and tech fragments, which you need for the implants. I will come to that in a bit. And that's basically how you get all the currencies which are needed for the upgrades. Alright, once you have finished this, you can go back to Hyde and finish the quest. Please make sure again that you have the 340 prototype mission before deconstructing the item. The quest will be completed. You just go back to the Rodian, talk to him, finish the quest, and then the vendor will unlock. You will see all the different modifications, enhancements, hills, etc. Now you can buy all these items en masse for all your other characters because they are legacy bound. You have to wait 2 hours before sending them to the other characters, or you just put them into legacy gear, then send the gear to the characters or into your legacy ramp, or you just put it into some gear and then buy it out, and then you can just easily send them to the characters or into the legacy ramp. Just a quick tip, you can expand the portfolio by clicking on your current specialization and then selecting all, and then you will see all the different tank modifications, the heals or the barrels for tech classes. So keep in mind to check the whole portfolio. Let's talk about implants. So first of all, you have to go into the supplies area on the fleet and talk to the Twi'lek brother of Darth Barris. He will give you a quest and you need to charge it until 100. You can do so by doing activities like heroics, flashpoints, PvPs and whatever. So I just recommend doing flashpoints while you are farming your gear. Once you have charged it up to 100, you have to talk to him again, and then this droid will unlock, who will sell you the most beautiful implants in the galaxy. Basically, like the gear, you have to level it up. It costs quite a lot of tech fragments, so make sure to farm them as well. You can do so by finishing weekly missions and so on. A very important tip is to get both implants to 334 instead of 1 to 340, because you want this achievement, which then reduces the price from 6,500 tech fragments to just 2,500 tech fragments, which is quite a lot. So make sure to get both of them to 334. Now let's summarize that. First of all, you have to get a mission from Hyde and Zeek to deconstruct a 340 prototype item in order to unlock the vendor to sell you legacy bound modifications, enhancements, etc. Choose the character with the highest gear at the moment to farm the gear. Then you will just do flashpoints. I recommend veteran flashpoints because they are very fast and easy. The bosses will drop gear. They will also drop you FP1 stabilizers, the currency that you will need to upgrade the gear, and you just upgrade a single gear piece at the flashpoint upgrade vendor step by step from 324 to 26, 28 and so on. Deconstruct all the other lower flashpoints items to receive more FP1 stabilizers or exchange conquest commendations at the vendor. Implants need to be farmed separately. Get both of them to 334 in order to reduce the price drastically. You can also exchange conquest commendations to tech fragments, but first focus on the 340 mission. I also wish you a happy new year 2024, and I hope that your year is gonna be amazing, that you reach all your objectives, like getting your gear level to 340 or taking over the turret at Novara Coast. I would appreciate if you could write a comment that this guide helped you so other people can see it, or just give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like that and motivate me to keep creating videos, then subscribe. And if you want to connect with me, join my Discord server or write to me in game. See you in the next part, and ciao!